Breaking news, new information about the suspect accused of killing a 13-year-old boy in Spokane. Tonight we are live from the Spokane County Jail.
If you're here in this country legally, I don't think you have anything to worry about. But if you're in this country illegally, then I think you should probably sleep with one eye open.
Then a warning tonight from the Kootenai County Sheriff about immigration arrests.
It was a near miss for snow and low elevations, but it's all rain from here on out until colder air moves in.
Good evening and thank you for joining us for KREM 2 News at 5 tonight. I'm Mark Handrahan. Whitney is off this evening. Breaking news tonight, we are tracking the return of the suspect in the shooting death of a 13-year-old Spokane boy. Glenn Berkey was booked into the Spokane County Jail this afternoon. KREM 2's Connor McAvoy has been stationed outside the Spokane County Jail for the past few hours today. He is joining us live tonight with more on Berkey's arrival. Connor?
Well, this all happened just about an hour and a half ago, where the suspect was booked here at the Spokane County Jail behind me. Now, Spokane police moved him from Missoula today after the suspect waived his extradition after facing a Missoula judge as a fugitive from justice. Now, Glenn Dylan Berkey faces 3 felony charges, including second-degree murder relating to the killing of 13-year-old Gavin Looper. Detectives say evidence shows Berkey allegedly shot into the back door of the home Looper was visiting. Looper was at a friend's home on Heroy Avenue. KREM 2 spoke with a witness to the shooting who says Berkey was familiar with the neighborhood. When in Missoula County Court, a judge said Berkey was wanted by the Washington Department of Corrections for running from police after the shooting. Berkey waived his extradition, meaning plans began just yesterday to bring him back to Spokane County, where he is now being held. Now, a bond for Berkey is currently set at $3 million. We'll continue following this story as we learn more information. In Spokane, Connor McAvoy, KREM 2 News.
All right, Connor, thank you very much. And coming up tonight only on KREM 2 News, we sit down one-on-one with Spokane Police Chief Kevin Hall. Earlier this week, he called for a news conference to talk about how Spokane police are targeting gun violence in Spokane. We are bringing you more to every story on Hall's plans for new patrols and new policing strategies.
Correlating these different cartridge casings from different crime scenes, and we can see almost like a link analysis all of the different shootings that this one gun, this one firearm has been involved in.
You can see that full interview tonight on KREM 2 News at 6 o'clock. All right, let's take a break from the headlines to talk weather. It looks like most of us stayed a little too warm this morning for snow, mostly rain across the Spokane area. Let's find out if we're in store for a wet or snowy weekend as well. Chief Meteorologist Jeremy Lagoud joining us now with a preview. Jeremy?
I think most of the moisture after this round we are in right now moves up into the mountains, but this round we're in right now, quite impressive. Look at the temps, up near 40 degrees, and that's keeping it all as rain here in low elevations. If you head up into the mountains, though, expect some decent snow through tomorrow morning, long before the sun comes up. These winter storm warnings remain in effect. We're talking another foot of snow in some areas. There's the moisture moving in. Here in Spokane, a pretty impressive band making its way through the southern part of town, already starting to taper off down across the Palouse. You move north, you get yourself into Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, heavy rain in Deer Park, and now making its way over into some of the places in North Idaho that actually got snow this morning. You slide north, and the moisture hasn't quite hit yet. Colville, Chewila, that moisture is knocking on your door and going to take over. Sandpoint already starting to see some, but expect it to fill in quite nicely here in the next, 10 to 15 minutes. Overnight, we hang on to the heavier snow and rain. By tomorrow morning, though, it winds down, and we're talking just a few scattered snow showers up in high elevations to take us through the day. I think here in Spokane, might even see a little bit of sunshine. Then it's all about the wind. Wind ushers in some cooler temps. Couple scattered snow showers Sunday, more widespread snow early Monday morning.
All right, sounds good, Jeremy. Thank you very much. We'll check back in with you later in the show. The Kootenai County Jail has seen an influx of Border Patrol holds since the new administration took office earlier this month. KREM 2's Christian Garza went to Hayden today and spoke with the sheriff about the increase in holds. He is live tonight with what he had to say. Christian?
This month as a whole, the Kootenai County Sheriff Robert Norris says that the county jail right here behind me has seen a total of 33 Border Patrol holds, with 23 of those happening in just the last 11 days. And Sheriff Norris says that those numbers are expected to keep rising. Now, Sheriff Norris says that a good majority of these holds are actually people from different states like Washington and Montana. The reason is because the Washington legislature passed the Keep Washington Working Act back in 2019. This restricts what local law enforcement agencies can do in terms of enforcing federal immigration laws, so Washington jails can't hold the people who immigration enforcement agencies arrest, which is why they are sent to Kootenai County. Now, as far as Montana, Sheriff Norris says it is most likely geographical, since Spokane has a sector of the Border Patrol and it covers part of Montana as well.
If somebody is here illegally and has a criminal past, a criminal record, or somebody who may be here legally and is committing a crime, those are the priorities to remove those people from our country.
Sheriff Norris says the sheriff's office gets $112 a day per person that is held here on a Border Patrol hold because of an ongoing contract with the U.S. Marshal's office. Each person is typically held at the county jail for under 48 hours until immigration officials transfer them to their facility in Tacoma, Washington, and that he looks forward to working with the federal government in the future. Now, I sat down with Alicia Moss, an immigration lawyer in Coeur d'Alene, who broke down the different types of warrants that these agents use to make these sorts of arrests and how they work in public versus private spaces.
A judicial warrant is the way people can get into a place when you don't want them there. An administrative warrant only allows a person to go in, get a target, or search when there's consent to be allowed into the private space.
A judicial warrant is signed by a judge, and the administration warrant is what agencies like ICE or Border Patrol typically use. Now, Moss says that while the Biden administration had priorities when it came to immigration, the Trump administration has broadened those priorities with the signing of the Laken-Riley Act and the specifications it takes for someone who is in the country illegally to be deported. Now, these type of arrests not only affect those that these immigration enforcement agencies are targeting, but it also affects those around them who may not have committed a crime but are still in the country illegally. In Kootenai County, Christian Garza, KREM 2 News.
All right, Christian, thank you very much. Some breaking news to tell you about at this hour. A small plane has crashed in Philadelphia. According to police, 2 people were on board, and we don't know their conditions right now. There are other injuries reported on the ground, and authorities say at least 1 home has caught fire. We will continue to follow that scene and bring you an update as we learn more. Well, President Trump said today tariffs will go into effect tomorrow. Find out which countries are impacted and how much the tariffs will be.